All of us heard, that was a rush.
We started running, wanted to catch it.
Sitting down here, and it's toilet flush. We're way to the middle.
Good morning, American Ghost Project fans. This is Scott Poole coming to you live from the American Ghost Project's home studios in Southeast Missouri. Due to the fact that last night we were having issues with the live stream and not able to broadcast a live signal like we normally do, I have in front of me evidence from last night's broadcast, or evidence from last night's feed, basically from my phone. We have a digital audio recorder. I've got evidence right in front of me that I have not even gone over as of yet. So right in front of me right now, you can see on the top corner here, 2019. That is not the correct date. I have not been kind of lazy with my digital audio recorders. But what we like to do is we will say at the very beginning of, or at least I get into the habit of, trying to teach the other investigators to tag each digital audio recording. So if you listen closely, you'll hear me say where we are, what the date is, and exactly what time it is. So regardless of what the file name says, I know what file I'm working with. Now, this is a digital audio recording. I can pull up a few of those. Good morning, everyone. I can pull up a few of those that I've already gone over. Let's see here. This one's interesting. Let me pull this one up. I'll open this up with Adobe Audition since I've already... It should have opened. I don't know why it didn't open. This is the Train EVP. Open with Adobe Audition. Come on, there it is. Okay, so let's just take a listen.
You are recording, sir.
So I've, at this point, if you can imagine, if you will... Let me just make this, there we go. So if you will, just imagine I have handed the digital audio recorder over to, thank you for watching, Gaynor. I just handled, this is a really, Missy and Gaynor, these are really interesting EVPs that we captured on this time around. There's a lot of mimicking and a lot of mocking going on in this facility. And by the way, last night when we went in, and I went in with Tommy, Karen, and Logan has made his re-debut basically back to the team. He's got a lot of things that have slowed down for him and allowed his schedule to free up to be with us again. And he, as you all know, he was one of the original members of the team that has been with us since the Sikeston City Jail last October. So what you're about to hear is me handing this little German digital audio recorder over to Tommy. And then I tell him, hey, you're recording.
You are recording, sir.
That's nothing. That's Logan. If you watch the show, we kind of, we say that. Don't worry about that. That's just kind of something funny that we do. So that's Logan. Okay, so I think that is a hey, but I could be mistaken. Could be, could not be. One of those. And this could be something like a ghost sneezing. I don't know. I'm just going to discount it as ambient noise. And that's Logan saying, do you want to get personal? See, I'm not recording on my camera right now. I've got the camera live rig with me, but I don't have it. I don't have it recording right now, so we can't link up the audio with the video. But this part right here, I can't explain. It's all got waveforms. sort of sounds like Karen, but I know her voice. I've investigated with her for almost a year. Well, let's say 7 or 8 months, 9 months, maybe somewhere around there. And I know her voice. Take a listen. I don't know who this is. It sounds like you got a spirit. You guys, and then
Say the word.
I don't know who all this. It almost sounds like a conversation's happening. Tommy starts to talk right here.
Say the word train.
He says, "Say the word
Say
train."
The word train.
Remember that he asks them to say the word train. Keep that in the back of your memory bank just for a few minutes, if you will, and let's cover this piece of evidence right here. I think that what I'm hearing, and that what maybe we should be considering right now with this piece of evidence, is a conversation between two different people that may be residual, that is just kind of replaying.
Say the.
Because you can hear two different people talking. There's someone talking here, but I can't understand what they're saying. You got a spirit, something. Yeah, see, that's Logan saying, you want to get personal. Hey, what's going on? Welcome from over on the YouTube side.
Say the word.
I can't really.
Say the word.
We're just going to have to further analyze this piece right here. Because again, I know that's not Karen. I know her voice. I've only denoised this footage just a little bit. I haven't tweaked it or done anything else with it.
Say the word.
And then you hear Tommy.
Train.
So let's get past this. That's Logan.
How did it feel to...
If you got headphones on right now, you can hear the bass in the background. That is, in fact, a train coming. There is a train that runs through that area, so just keep that in mind.
be forced to spend your 75 cents a day?
Hey, Nelia, how you doing, sweetheart?
Spend your 75 cents a day.
So I'm going over footage right now, Nelia, of we were trying to go live last night at the retirement home in Martin Hills. It's the Martin Hills retirement home it's near Bloomfield, Missouri, which is southeast Missouri, of course, south of you. And we weren't able to go live like we normally do. So I'm just kind of going over the footage now so people can understand what we were experiencing. Let's get personal. Okay, you think that says let's get personal.
Let's get personal.
Say the word train. Say the.
I mean, what is this?
Say the.
I mean, that's clearly not Karen.
Say the. Say the word train.
How did it feel to be forced to spend your 75 cents a day?
That's Logan asking, how did it feel to be forced to spend your 75 cents a day? That is a backstory that we will cover on another day. I just want to go over evidence. If you hear the train in the background, listen to the train. Actually, it's over here.
Be forced to spend your 75 cents a day.
Maybe it's over here. Okay, we're going to get to that part. So that's just static, okay? And then here, right after this, there's a voice right here that I capture. And it sounds like, to me, and I don't know what it sounds like to you all, it sounds like impressionable. I have been paused. Refresh your screen, Missy, because I'm still broadcasting. By the way, I have DVR function turned on. So at any point during the live broadcast, you can pause and rewind. So if you happen to touch your screen, you will pause the live broadcast. So if you listen to that, impressionable. Do you guys hear that? What do you guys think it says? Because I think it says impressionable. And y'all hear the train horn in the background?
Does the train bother
And you hear Tommy go, "Does the train bother you?"
Does the train bother you?
Now listen to what comes through the spirit box. That's a train horn. Yeah, again, Missy, I've got DVR function turned on this stream. So like I said, if you happen to pause, if you happen to touch your screen, if you're watching on a smartphone or any kind of device and you hit the space bar or whatever the case may be, you will pause the stream. You have the functionality to pause the live broadcast, go get something to eat, come back, and then resume. And you may be a little bit behind, but you'll still be able to watch the broadcast. So, and Karen says, "Are you making the train sound?" But I mean, this sound right here is a train horn. So there's that piece of evidence from that digital audio recorder. Now we will go over back to, let's just back this all the way up. I've got part 2 on there. I started to do all of this, then I was like, you know what, let's do what we normally do, and let's just grab everybody and have them all come in. Let you guys be a part of this too. Oh, I can't wait to show the last piece of this. Actually, what I want to do is I want to show part 7 first. So this is the tail end of our investigation, right? Let me turn this audio down because that is way too loud. That's going to blast everybody's eardrums. Yes, there was an actual train. Yeah, there was definitely a train in the background. Let me turn this audio down because it's way too loud. Okay, so you're hearing frogs and such because we're outside. Oh goodness, what happened? What happened to it? Why is that so close up? Give me a second, let me adjust this. I turned the camera around to address the camera, and I don't know why it's so zoomed in. Okay. This is, I want to show you guys this because this is the tail end of the night, and this is kind of like a blooper or like an outtake, but I wanted to give you guys a good chuckle because the people that I investigate with are dorks, just like me, and you're about to see why.
Hard to breathe.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
So, boy, that's bright.
What is that? Like chimes.
So this is us out at Martin Hills. Yeah, everybody's lost their minds. It's not even it's not even that late. What are you doing? Look at Tommy. He has like moths to a flame. So we are why are you touching my butt?
Karen, against yourself.
I'm not anywhere close to touch.
Anyway, there is actually, we're out at Martin Hills. Yeah. We weren't able to go live earlier. There is something that happens here, though. For whatever reason, I don't have good signal. I had good signal the first day I went out here, and it doesn't make any sense that I don't have good signal now. And this light that's on this rig was full battery, and wow! And it's flashing as if it's about to go dead. So we are going to wrap this up, and I will go over this footage tomorrow before we come out here and we prepare for the investigation this weekend. But I plan on staying out here all weekend. I don't know about Logan.
What, staying the night?
Yeah,
No.
camping. You don't want to camp out he, here? he wasn't all about It's it. awesome. We'll make a campfire and have s'mores and
Oh, Jesus Christ.
he'll be here too. He'll be here too. Is that what you said? So you know, I'm just gonna upload this raw footage later and not even worry about editing.
No.
I mean, I don't even. I mean, we go live and we can't edit it. You know, it is what it is. I don't know why we all of a sudden went re. Oh,
Like
we
the
can't say
Beverly
that.
Hillbillies?
Mentally handicapped is what we can say now.
Like the Beverly Hillbillies. Your grandma. Bye.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Just wait. There is something that actually happened. we did get some evidence inside the building, but I don't know necessarily. I didn't really feel anything negative in there this time around. Yeah, same
No.
here. You just left the light on.
Uh-huh.
Listen, the frogs. Listen,
Hello.
did y'all hear that? I didn't really feel anything negative in there this time around. Right after I say I didn't feel anything negative in here, listen to what you hear in the background. You just left the light on.
Hello.
What was that?
A great big limb.
Holy cow! Did y'all hear it?
Hello.
It's a huge limb that fell.
Great
I
big
mean,
limb.
holy cow! Paranormal doesn't matter.
Back that way.
It's scared. It startled all of us. Light. Holy cow, there's a voice there. You've got to be kidding me. Watch your feet. Sounds like watch your feet. Give me a second, because I can hear that. I did not catch that the first time I listened or watched this earlier. Let's just do this whole clip here. Denoise the whole thing. Check this piece. Give me just a second, guys. Let me try and figure this out. Okay. I mean, that's a voice. I can hear it. Okay, so I have saved that. Can't tell what they're saying yet. I'm going to try and slow it down. You guys got any guesses? Any guesses whatsoever? Let's do 85 like normal. Noisy feet? Yeah, I mean, what is it? I mean, what are they? Yeah. I've already told my team, Marla, as of this morning, put out a message to the rest of the team to wear boots and long socks and travel in pairs. Where you been? I'm not hearing the where you been. But that doesn't mean that is not what is being said, because for whatever reason I hear sounds differently than some other people, and that's just part of paranormal investigating. I'll play this. Of course, this is live, so any of my team can come back and review this. It's part of the reason why I do this live, is because our team is growing and expanding, and there are different members in all different parts of Southeast Missouri now and Illinois and Southern Illinois. They can get on here and review footage with me. Wash your feet. Jeez, it's just Bootsy. What's up? Yeah, I'm hearing you. That's crazy. I don't know why you call me Bootsy, but you know, if you need to have a nickname for me, I guess that'll work. I guess because I wear boots. I can't wear tennis shoes. I did too many years in the service. When I go out investigating, I don't usually wear. We were just trying to wrap it up. That was loud.
That was very loud.
Yep. Who's out there? Logan locks and load. We think that there's something out there. Keep. That sounds like a voice. I hear something. And it feels like I'm always catching. That's two voices. There are two voices there. There's a whisper and somebody else talking. It's just so loud with the frogs. Maybe it's supposed to dry up this weekend, so I mean, I don't want to run the frogs away because that's nature, and I don't want to run the frogs away, but if they could quiet down a little bit so we could hear, that'd be great. But I understand that it's nature. There's somebody talking right there. And then there's a... You're next? Jeez, I can't... It's so crazy loud right there. Y'all hear that voice in there? Da, da, da. There's a real quick voice right there. So let me slow this down once again. Okay, let's see here. Speed duration, 85. Yep, I did. I told them to get... Yeah, I can't figure out what that other voice is at the beginning. We'll just keep going.
Oh, okay.
Keep it down, guys. We are armed. Maybe that was Tommy
We heard
talking.
that.
Maybe that was Tommy talking because I actually told him to be quiet. And we are, by the way, we are going to investigate the woods itself. It's about, I believe, now don't quote me on this, but I've heard from folks that it's roughly 25 to 30 acres. It could be less, it could be more, but I know off into the woods in this area right here, and I could show you a satellite map of what this area looks like. Give me a moment, because I took some satellite maps giving people directions. So this is Martin Hills right here on AB Highway, right? There are other areas. Come on, can I zoom in some more? There's like a non-wooded area right here, but I know that this whole area right here is the farm, and all this. And there's a pond. There's like a basketball court back here, and another like little building. So all of this is the land that this building was on. So I know that there's trails. I just don't know how far back they go. Now, in keeping with the theory that it's 25 to 30 acres, if that's true, it would be more like if it were 25 to 30 acres. So we're talking a pretty large span of property. We got neighbors right across the street, which is really nice in case something happens. We've already called Stoddard County Sheriff's Office and spoke to the dispatcher and let her know that we are coming, and that we've already notified the neighbors so they don't go nuts when there are people across the street shining flashlights and making noise. Yeah, there's a lot of yeah, you're right, a lot of bushland here, woods as we refer to them in the United States. A lot of bush here. So I mean, we've got a lot of area to cover, and like I said, there are trails back in there, and we will investigate them. That is something that I am definitely interested in doing. That was loud. I believe these woods are going to have to be investigated, Logan. Let's go back to the beginning. This is when we first walked in the building, and I tried to broadcast, and it just wouldn't. I only had 1 bar of signal, 4G LTE, and for whatever reason, y'all know that I've already broadcasted here before, and I didn't have any issues. I didn't have any loss of signal. I was doing fine, and it might have been weather related why I kept losing signal. But what you're going to see is footage, and then it's going to warp back and forth because it like loses signal, then gains signal. So you'll see. Got to make sure that we don't show any names. So at this point, I mean, we just cover up. Look, let's just do this and cover your names. We got menus.
Oh, you're talking about...
Wait, bring the flashlight over here. There's something handwritten. Holy cow, there are notes in here from nurses.
Yeah.
The history of this place is rather interesting, Missy. This was, of course, a retirement home. It was once referred to as Martin Hills Retirement Home, set up by the Martin family. The grandfather, or Mr. Martin himself, had a vision for this place, and he wanted to take care of people that were lost and forgotten from family, or just wanted to reach out and take care of people that were not being taken care of by family, or that couldn't take care of themselves, or retirees, for example. So he built onto his current property, or his residential house, and then it just kept expanding from there. And this property, in its heyday, we're talking in its prime, had separate apartment buildings for folks to live in. It was both state funded and privately funded, depending on if they had state funded aid, or if they were privately funded, they could stay in these private buildings, or I guess they could stay in the building itself if it was privately funded, if they didn't have state funding. There was a fountain there. Now, all this stuff is still there. None of the buildings have been torn down. There's like a little guard shack, I believe, it's a well house out front to the right of the building. There is a day room. It was like they had a catfish pond where they would catch catfish. I bet you there's still catfish in it. They had a restaurant, a catfish restaurant at one point. They had a church. They had activities. You could be as active as you wanted to be, or as you were able. It's not like it was a concentration camp. They weren't forcing people to work. But if you wanted to stay active, he encouraged that. So if you wanted to garden or work in, let's just say there was a greenhouse where you could grow your own vegetables. He was really ahead of his time for this resort styled retirement living, nursing, assisted aid living, before anybody else was doing it. And I believe that it was set up in the 70s, but don't quote me on that. I'm trying to figure out when Martin Hills was actually set up. For some reason, 1969 sticks out in my head. If anybody knows when Martin Hills first opened up, I can't find a lot of information online. And I know everybody's like, well, just use Google. I have Googled it. There's not a lot of information on Martin Hills. The problem with Martin Hill's retirement home is a lot of the information never got online before it closed and was taken over by his aunt and his uncle, or an aunt and uncle took it over, and then Mr. Elliott took it over and changed it over to Essex Retirement Home. But when it got changed hands so many times, nothing was really put online historically to tell me when it was open, when it closed, when it changed hands, so on and so forth. I do know when it, in its current state, when it closed, and that was in January of 2016. There are dates written on January 25th, as a matter of fact, the exact date that it closed, because it's written on a whiteboard. And if anybody can refute that, I'm open to it. I'm not saying that I have the ultimate answer. All I'm saying is that the information that I have been given, that, which is not a lot, believe it or not, it's all hearsay and word of mouth and from family and from people that worked there. There is something written on the whiteboard that says Last Supper. Now, I don't think they're referring to the Last Supper as in biblical terms, but I believe they're talking about the Last Supper at that building before it closed down, and it says January 25th. Oh, yeah, completely off the map. I mean, did you see? I can possibly, let me see what I can do here. See, I got Google Maps up, and here's the retirement home right here, guys. So this gives you an idea where it is, right? Let me zoom out. Still here. Let me pin it. Come on, pin it for me. Pin it. Pin. Can you pin it? Do your thing. Don't zoom in. I find it interesting that even the most current map shows it closed down. It's kind of interesting. There is a little creek that runs through here. I can't really see it on the map, but it's right there through the entrance. There's the fence. There's another pond there. There's a pond back here. And we're going to explore all of that. And by the way, these woods right here, for those that are not familiar with this area, which will be like pretty much half of our viewers, this is what we call Boogie Woods. Kind of got a silly name, I understand that, but this is a very haunted wooded area, or bush type area for the local area. So this area right here has got stories. And we're going to explore more of Boogie Woods, but this is right on the outskirts of Boogie Woods, and there's a huge lake right north of the retirement home. So here it is right here. Keep your eye on the ball. Here's Highway 60, which is the southern edge. See, it's in this forest line here. It's on the southern edge of Missouri, right? That's Sikeston, where we're from. Now I've already lost it. I've lost it. It's over here, I think. Hold on. Now I'm lost. Kinder Cemetery, so it's over here somewhere. AB Highway. Where are we at? See how lost? I'm from here and I just got lost. Wow. It's just nothing but woods, and there's E Highway. So if you guys get an idea, there's the National Stars and Stripes Museum that we have been to. We have not investigated there officially. There's the Red Barn. There's Stoddard County, the Poor Farm right across the street. Now, this area right here, we've already investigated Stoddard County Poor Farm. This was all one farm. The National Stars, Stripes, and Museum, where Stoddard County Historical Society is a newer building. It was built like in the 60s or 70s. I don't have the exact date on that. They just kind of said it to me in passing. There's a helicopter out front with a couple of cannons, which is really neat. That old red barn is associated with the Stoddard County Poor Farm. There is a gentleman by the name of Charles Schmidt that unfortunately took his life by hanging and or lynching himself in that red barn. They are in the process of refurbishing and fixing this old red barn up, and we have been invited to investigate at the National Stars and Stripes Museum and Library, where the Stoddard County Historical Society is based at, very soon. We're just going to have to line up within when we can go out there and investigate it. And we'll also investigate the red barn, and there's also a memorial back behind the National Stars and Stripes Museum. So you've got a national military right here, a national cemetery right here. But just north of that cemetery, back in the woods here, is the actual memorial laid and a cemetery that's back there that's associated directly with the Stoddard County Historical Society and this Stoddard County Poor Farm. If you're unfamiliar with what poor farms are, back in the day, we're talking late 1800s, early teens, folks that didn't have a whole lot of money, folks that were indigent, and indigent, of course, is, they were too slow to make money, or they didn't have enough money, or they just didn't have the means to make good money, could work here, stay here for free as long as they worked. This building has been there for a very long time, over 100 years. So this area is still very historic. Bloomfield, in its essence, is a very historic area for sure. And I cannot believe I lost my path. There's Holly Ridge. We've already been to Kinder Cemetery. That is out in the middle of nowhere and a very neat cemetery to visit. Anyway, let's get back to the evidence because I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, so absolutely. Hey, Chantel, thank you for viewing from Why Did It Close? That is an excellent question. This is only rumor and speculation. Again, I'm going to caveat this is only rumor and speculation. At some point, and it was probably not whenever the Martins owned it, okay? So you've got the Miller home that's in Bloomfield, and you got the Martins that owned this property, and Martin Hills. So at some point, one of the residents of this facility got lost, went on one of the trails and got lost. This is what we have heard. I can't look up anything to verify this. One of the residents of this particular location wandered off into the woods. Days later, because they were not doing bed checks regularly, days later, he was found in the woods dead from exposure. That's when the state came in and shut them down. Now, that more than likely was after the Martins owned it. And we already know who owned it after that, and I don't need to drag their names through the dirt because, I mean, that's not what we're trying to do. We're not trying to point fingers as to why it closed and who's to blame. Accidents happen. Unfortunately, when you mismanage a place like this, and things can happen, you've got to, when you have folks that cannot take care of themselves, let's just be honest, those folks, they need 24/7 supervision. You've got to have checks and balances, and you've got to be watching over those folks. If you let one of them wander off into the damn woods, stuff like that's going to happen. There's no excuse for it. Now, well, there are excuses. I'm not saying that because if it was the Martins, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to drag their legacy through the mud, because he had a vision. He had a very, very clear vision of taking care of folks and bringing them in and providing a resort style living. In its day, this place was beautiful. You could almost envision how beautiful it was. And I've got story after story after story from family that were Martins, that were actually there, that caught catfish, that helped the residents, that did this, that, and the other, and worked on that farm because they lived there. And some of them are very heartwarming, and that's part of the legacy that we want to pass along. So this building's literally falling back to the earth. It's unrepairable, irreparable in some areas of the building. There's just no saving parts of it. So with that being said, if it's not repairable and they demolish it, at least we were there to share some of that story and pass along that legacy. So folks from South Africa, so folks from Australia and New Jersey and California, or Florida, wherever you're tuning in from, or even from Southeast Missouri, you guys are aware that there was a family that lived there that had a legacy 3 or 4 generations long of taking care of folks. And when it was passed on to different owners, it fell into disrepair. That's all there is to it, really. We also have stories from folks that live right across the street. I'm not going to name names, but there are folks that, not right across the street. They don't live right across the street. There are folks that are from the area that we have interviewed. I'm not talking about the people across the street, because there are people across the street. a little bit of digging and you can figure out who that is. But we have interviewed folks in the immediate area that have told us that they had reported seeing patients living, not ghosts, living all the way up to the gate at one point, wandering around in their pajamas in the middle of the night. Also, along with that, sorry, I got distracted. It sounds like my heater turned on, and I don't have my air conditioning turned on at all because it's like 60 degrees outside. Anyway, there are reports of patients in their nightgowns wandering all the way up to the fence line and then climbing the fence with their briefcases trying to get out. There were reports of rapes. I'm sorry that that's a huge accusation, but there are reports of that happening. There are also, not when the Martins owned it. Let me just make sure that everybody understands that. This is after they owned it. Reports of abuse, neglect, and they would be out on the street wanting to leave and not be taken back over there. And some of them would actually sleep on the street. They'd be found asleep on the street or by the side of the road. So there are stories of sadness, of neglect, of mistreatment that we need to bring out. And if there are souls or spirits that are still lingering in this building, unable to process what happened to them in their final days, and we as Christians go in there, and I know that not everybody is a Christian that watches this, and I get that and I understand that, but at least if you have a spirit and you are spiritual, you know that the spirit goes on to something, goes on somewhere, and if we can release them from this place, because no one deserves to be stuck in this place, then we are doing part of our job. Yeah, like the original Halloween. I mean, it's like a living. You're exactly right. Well, if there were owners after the original family, it closed in 2016, not because of the man. Yeah, no, you're right. It did not close because of that man. Years ago, they would have had dementia. With dense bushland, it would have been easy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you're right, Missy, because they built it onto their original home. Maybe that's the reason why it's so hard to figure out an opening date. And it's difficult. So I'm 42 minutes into this, and we've barely gone over any evidence. So yeah, it's just a ton. And what's really cool, Missy, is we're getting a lot of audio evidence. And that's really cool. Audio evidence is great. I keep going over audio evidence because we keep getting voices and this, that, and the other. And see, Logan is about to hear footsteps in the same area that I heard footsteps the first time I went live there. But what's weird is that it's not caught on the microphone on the camera, so it was just for him. Holy cow! There are notes in here from nurses.
Yeah.
What is that noise? Make a step.
See, what was that noise? Make a step.
What's that noise back there?
I don't know. I'll go I'll go investigate. Did you know that's how I am?
I found my new favorite flashlight.
That one? Yeah. Sorry about swinging the camera around like a madman. Oh my gosh. Really? What was that? What? Took care of this? That's a voice. Wait. Don't do that. Okay, let's move this over. I must have marked this because I've already cut it. I think I started to review footage and then realized I should probably go online so that everybody else can enjoy this too if they want to watch it. So I must have caught that and then, okay, you make your state seem pretty cool. Yeah, so Missouri's pretty cool. A lot of history. I mean, Missy, I can go down and go to the four-way, the only stoplight I believe in Bloomfield. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. There's a main interchange in Bloomfield. And it's a small town, but man, they've got a lot of history. It's crazy. They got like a plaque that talks about the fatal tree. I'd love to snap a photo of that and feature that on our page. It tells the story of soldiers that hung other soldiers, and I think that was Confederates hanging Union or vice versa. And then there, if you go downtown to Bloomfield, it talks about General Stoddard, from whom the county is named. And then you go around on the backside of the courthouse, it talks about a battle that took place. I'll snap photos of both of those and post those on there to share those stories, because let's face it, if you're from Jersey or from Australia and you want to learn about history, there's so much history in Bloomfield. It's really mind-boggling. It's one of the most historical towns, and quite possibly one of the most historical counties in all of Southeast Missouri. Well, I mean, you could get on a boat. It just take you longer. Like a lot longer. Like a week. Depending on how long you want to be on a boat. Gaynor. Yeah, there's a voice. There's boot steps, which are mine, but there is a voice there. Let me see if I can quiet my boot steps, because y'all know how I like my boots. I gotta have my Docs on. I wear Docs. I wear Doc Martens, and I love them. Bugger the boat. Yeah, I hear you. Like, no, I get you. That'd be a long trip. Okay, I didn't quiet that down the way I wanted to. I just need that to be quiet so you guys can hear the voice. There's a voice there. There's straight up a voice there. I don't know if you guys can hear it as well as I can. I'm trying to boost it and took care of this. Okay. Let me see if I can slow it down. What's that? A? Okay. So V, copy. Okay, speed duration 85. What is that? I mean, you can hear my boots. Those are my boots. Just so everybody knows, that's me walking. Don't worry about that. There is a voice right in there. Right here. Well, it kind of carries into the next frame. Hold on, let me extend that through the boots, through the boot step. I need to be able to boost that. I just don't know how without that boot step. I walk right over the sound. Are y'all hearing what I'm hearing? There's a voice and a smack upside the head. Ba-bonk. Yeah. Took care of this is what I'm hearing. Or two carrots? Why would you just want 2 carrots? I don't know. There's a voice there, and those are kind of harder to obviously to listen to or to discern from. There are better voices on here, I assure you. Let's just keep going. You gotta come in here and look at this barber chair. Ooh. So that room has a different feeling to it. I can't explain what it is.
Not a very fun feeling in this room.
I like I said, it's heavier. It's a heavier feeling in this particular room. It smells different than any other room in the building. And I don't like being in there. So what does that mean? We need to investigate it further, because as an empath or a sensitive, I'm feeling something when I go into that room. So I definitely know that I need to go back there and do a spirit box or a ghost portal or a digital audio recording, or do something. Sit in the chair and do an Estes. That's what I'm going to do. That's going to happen. Oh, I'm sorry. I get so excited. Oh, man.
Yeah, I didn't see any. There's not like anything living over here.
Well, I heard some tapping.
Oh, yeah?
Like right.
See, he says he hears some tapping. Pay close attention to what happens when I go into this room. I assure you, Logan is not doing anything behind me like knocking or tapping. Listen closely.
Over in this area.
So there's a kitchen in here.
Did you hear it? I cannot confirm or deny that was Logan, but I don't know why he would go in there and go, like, why would you knock? See, he would know better, and he would also tag it and say, hey, that's me. I don't know what that is. I'm not saying that it's paranormal. I'm just saying it's unexplained.
Another shrimp off the body. Yeah, bush life.
Yeah. What is that? There's something here. What? Oh. By the way, you guys have noticed I've got my contacts back. Sometimes they don't agree with me. So A is that. Cool, cool, cool. So I'm learning how to use this software as we go. What? I mean, you can hear me walking. I'm not talking about the footsteps. I'm talking about that weird sound in the background. Ba, ba, ba. Does that sound like music? Oh, that... You wouldn't even believe it, Missy. Here's the thing with this place. Wait till I show you the office. And I didn't really film a lot in there, but the printer's still in there. There are paper. We went in there yesterday to do a little scouting report, or to scout it out, to turn over papers for patient information. There's addresses, phone numbers, social security numbers, nurse documentation. There's legal records. It's like they were there and they were like, gotta go, and they left. There's printer paper still in the printer, and it's a nice printer. Seriously, like it's one of those HP. I'll show you. It's not like one of those cheap ones that, like you see everywhere that are like real small. We're talking like, my printer is way over there, but it's one of the, I have one of those office style printers, the real tall ones. That's what I'm talking about. Like a $300 or $400 printer that's just sitting there gathering dust, that I bet you still works. I mean, I'm not taking it. We don't go in to take things from property. Now I will back up from saying that. I did come across a crucifix or a cross that was like a Christmas ornament that was hung up on a wall. That is now in my truck. It was very cheaply made, but I didn't think that needed to stay in that building any longer, and it will go in the ambulance, and maybe it'll find a new home, and it'll go with us to different investigations. So, do you hear knocking? So much crap in there. Sounds like a stapler. Yeah, Missy, it is insane. This is like an Urban Explorers or UrbanX, like their wet dream. I mean, because in all honesty, when as paranormal investigators, you can't investigate a property without urban exploring it first. We just take what urban explorers do a step or two past that and try to reach the souls or the spirits that are left behind in that space. Yeah, don't worry about the clicking. Don't worry about that. Does sound like a stapler. Wait a second. That sounds like a stapler. You know what's crazy, Gaynor? In the big desk in the room that's blue, we'll just call it the blue room, there is a stapler in that desk. I want to point that out because I saw it last night and I was like, hey, there's a stapler. And I couldn't help but think of the movie The Office. Not the show, but the movie.
So we're gonna have to worry about that.
What?
Yes. It's literally just look at the plates. Just sitting there. This stuff is all still good. It's plastic. But all you got to do is just clean it up and use it somewhere else. And I know that stuff's not expensive, but they just left it there. And like these are those like dish racks where you put like a restaurant can use those cuz you put glasses in there and put those in those really big like industrial size dishwashers. They just left them. I mean,
Well, that proves that they're here. That people are here. They pass by, but just don't.
and you see how it like morphed right there? I lost signal. So when you lose signal, it on our end says trying to reconnect, and there's like a circle going, and I can either click end stream or try to go somewhere else in the building to reconnect and regain signal. So I knew that I could get signal in the office,
Pass by, but
which is why it morphs into the office.
just don't zoom in on them.
Yeah, there's names on the whiteboard. I know that.
I wonder how many people did this.
Yeah. That's why
Logan's leaning on the.
I was leaning over it like,
Now, I've already reviewed this footage. I want to see what you all think. Question for the 13 that are watching, and I appreciate you guys watching at 10:43 a.m. on a Thursday, or excuse me, on a Friday morning. Happy last day of April, by the way. Gaynor, is it May yet for you? What time is it there for you, Miss Betts? Anyway, I'll wait for her to reply. There's not a lot of dust that is caught with this camera flying around, especially during the day. There may be an orb that shoots out from here. Just watch carefully. Right there. So it passes. Right. Yeah. And like nobody's been back. So, I mean, I want to do the best I can. I feel like it's my responsibility as the team leader and the team's responsibility to protect their identities and to protect the legacy of this place. It's 1:30 in the morning. Well, happy May 1st. So right there, there's let me try to zoom in on that. Because like I said, I mean, I'm all about trying to disprove and prove stuff. But look at this. Come right up out. Dust does not usually go up unless someone's blowing it but this thing comes up off the floor. And I don't know where it goes from there. Let me just back it up. Because a lot of people are like, orbs don't exist. Au contraire. We have some incredible footage of orbs. Trust me on that. Watch the Sikeston City Jail and or our top 5 video. Who in the channel has not toothpicks in the eyes? What are you talking about? Toothpicks in eyes. Who here has not seen the orb or the light anomaly that we caught in the Sikeston City Jail? Because I can pull that up right now if you guys would like to see a really incredible light anomaly. You haven't slept yet. Missy, you're crazy. So there's that. Oh, orbs are definitely real. So there's that one.
I wonder if he's...
And there's another one that shoots down from Logan's head on the right. I'm pointing like you guys can see me. Oh, you've got to keep your eyes open. I got you. I hear you. See, look at this. Right here in the door frame. And then it comes down. That's not how orbs, or excuse me, that's not how dust works. So we did catch this. So I need to back this up and like mark it. And you guys know what I'm going to mark it as. So I add a marker and then I'm going to change it to what color? You guys remember? White. So now I know there's an orb there that we have caught. You want to see? Okay, sure. Absolutely. This is on our channel. Let me see if I can go to the videos. We have a top 10. Top 5. Where's it at? Where did I put it? There it is. What he describes best as close attention I'll fast forward it to the good parts, right? Okay, so this is one of the most amazing light anomalies. You know what? I'll just let me say where we're at, because I narrated. Moving on to number 2. We find ourselves in the booking room of the Old City Jail in Sikeston, Missouri. Mama Joe is giving a tour of the facility to a former dispatch operator and casually walks past the security camera we have placed in the booking room near the jail cell. So this is a static camera. Both women walk past the camera, a light anomaly appears to generate from the wall on the right, then tumbles, changes shape, and follows them out of the room. This simply is one of the most amazing light anomalies we have ever captured on film. Judge for yourself and enjoy. Okay, so what you're seeing right here, there are decorations down there because the Sikeston Downtown Historic Downtown Sikeston Society is housed in this building now. So there's paint. You can actually see the trays over here on the right where they would have paperwork there to book people in. That is the spot where they would place the camera. And back there is like 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, and so on and so forth to tell you how tall they are in feet. Gaynor, you'll have to do the transfer because I don't know what it is in meters. I don't know if you guys are on metric or are on standard. Oh, you can pull it up later. No, you can see it on your phone. This is, trust me, Misty, this is awesome. So they walk by, and ironically, Mama Joe had just told Ashley, the gal that's going to be coming from the right, that they were over in the server room, which is a bunch of servers and media stuff over here where they have internet controls, and she said nothing ever happens over there. There goes Ashley. Those are not ghosts. It'll appear right here, and it's really obvious. Feet. Okay, you guys are on feet. Good deal.
What happened is we got a little dark. Yeah.
And you can hear them talking in the background. You can see dust. That's just dust. But this is phenomenal.
I remember where we had a room that had...
This is an example of a light anomaly unlike anything we've ever captured. There it is. Tumbling, turning, going across the screen. There it is again. Slowed down. I slow it down just a little bit so people can see it. I actually changed it and slowed it down some more. Yes. Of course. I can also show you this one. This one's the Ghost of Commerce Past. So Mom at Commerce, we haven't released any of this footage. This is the only piece of footage that we've released from Commerce, and this is a beautiful mansion, the Anderson home in Commerce, Missouri, which is a very historic home on the Mississippi River. She inadvertently caught a specter walking by the window because she just walks into a room. Her microphone wasn't even on. To her credit, though, she did not need to have her microphone on in order to capture this. Next piece of footage. We move into the haunted Commerce Manor. Mama Joe is seen moving an infrared camera from the parlor room into the dining room. Inadvertently, Mama Joe sets down a camera facing one of the windows to the backyard, therefore turning this camera into a stationary infrared camera. While it was sitting there, the following footage was captured. You will notice that the light source comes from the outside. You guys see the light? You guys see the light already? There is a light source that is already being generated. She walks into this room, an infrared camera from the parlor room into the dining room, and sets her camera down here. Mama Joe sets down a camera and walks one of the windows to the backyard, therefore turning this camera into a stationary infrared camera. While it was sitting there, the following footage was captured. You will notice that the light source comes from the outside. Take a look at the footage and judge for yourself. This is one of the best captures we've ever gotten. Just keep watching. And I'll slow it down and zoom it in. There it is again. There's the lantern again. It'll come from right to left, swing upwards, And hey there, Amanda Gilmore. Thank you for watching from look at swing upwards from YouTube and then come back down and then watch right to left. Bam.
After we see the light
I'll
source
zoom in on
move
it.
from right to left, what immediately follows
partial
is
apparition.
absolutely chilling. Watch again closely.
I zoomed in and cleaned it up as much as I possibly could, but those cameras are not the best. There's the lantern swinging up. It'll come back down. Watch what walks from right to left. When it drops. Boom. Bam. That is a partial apparition of a specter. You can see part of his body here. And I say he because, I mean, I don't really know if it's a he or not. It's one of our favorite captures.
We hope that you've
because... Oh, and I'll play this. This is a blooper reel.
enjoyed the American Ghost Project's top 5 videos.
That's what we
of
live for,
the
Tanya.
evidence that we have caught
Absolutely
so far.
what we live
for
for.
those that have stuck around to watch the end of this video, may I present to you a gentle reminder to always carry a flashlight. Enjoy.
I hope you guys get a good laugh out of this. Because this is the attic at the Commerce Manor. Oh, I tag it. Good deal. Just watch. This is great.
Really? What are you using a flashlight for?
So I gave Logan a hard time. I don't know if you can read all of that. I gave Logan a hard time for using a flashlight because I was like, hey, man, I'm not using one. I'm just using the screen like they do in Ghost Adventures because I'm a pro.
These floors?
No, I'm
No.
not.
Until
I
I
am.
get somewhere.
No. I'm not a pro.
I'm not using one.
You want to get on one end, I'll get on another?
Sure. Go over here by the camera.
Just wait for it.
So do you need a flashlight or?
There's a
Scott, why do you use a flashlight?
Okay.
I don't know where that laugh came from. That was me. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me fall. Yes, I fell.
I wonder if he's still alive. Just saying. Hey guys, if you're just joining us, we are live. Guess who's back?
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
That is the Logan Cood the Dude,
That is not the only time I've ever fallen.
live and in concert. I
Almost fell
can't
off the
see
balcony.
any comments at all.
You mattered.
We only got one bar of signal here, and I don't know why, because I've been here before. Here's Karen and Tommy.
That's all right. You can't
You
laugh
guys
at
let me know
yourself.
if
You can't laugh at yourself. You have no business laughing at anybody else.
the signal is good. If you guys can hear audio, that sort of thing.
And by the way, the reason why Karen's back is wet, it's not that hot, and no, she is not sweating. I just want to give a disclaimer to Karen that may be a little embarrassing to her. Her boyfriend did that to her. So he poured water on her back before we went in as a little bit of a prank.
I'll take my close up.
Does anybody have any signal on their phones to check the live feed?
My phone's in the car.
Oh, yeah, because I told you to, obviously leave it in the car, or asked you.
Yeah.
Well, there's tape right there on the desk. Here, look.
That was me and not Mama Joe or
You can
somebody else.
tape, like...
Yeah.
And then it morphed again
Yeah, well, we are...
because I lost signal.
For whatever reason, I keep losing signal. And I don't know why. And you guys... God. You guys hear me okay?
By the way, I didn't say what happened here on this piece of footage. However, I walked through cobwebs. And a lot of folks will tell you if there aren't any cobwebs present at the time, there may be paranormal activity taking place. I didn't make a big deal out of it because the whole building, the whole property's haunted. So, I mean, not everything I'm going to say right out loud. Sometimes I forget.
And I don't know why. And you guys...
Yeah, I walked right into a cobweb right there. And you know, if you ever walk into a cobweb in public, I don't know if you've ever seen anybody walk into a cobweb. They're like, you know, they freak out. You look like a complete moron. And nobody knows why you're freaking out because you just got attacked by a cobweb and nobody else can see it and feel it but you. And love having that happen to me live, or not even live, it just on camera in general. I mean, whatever, I guess.
God. You guys hear me okay?
Now down there at the end of the hallway, it looks like something, but that's I think that's a chair. What I'm going to try and do is when we go back this afternoon, which is in just a few hours, I'm going to remove a lot of the debris and stuff that's in the hallways and move a lot of that stuff out of the way so we just have clear shots of hallways so we don't get any like figures like this. People think that they're shadows.
I can't be over there, guys. I keep losing signal.
I don't know. It's a good question.
So we'll move this way.
That room. No, not that room. So yeah, chairs. Those are chairs.
Apologize.
And see, I just start walking down a hallway by myself.
Guys, for the live,
that's what I do.
The live keeps freezing. For whatever reason, I only have 1 bar signal.
Yes. We're going back there the whole weekend. Yes, ma'am. Oh, Caleb. What's up, buddy? I just saw that you jumped on there. Hey, get a hold of me if you would. Are you Morgan's brother by chance? I can't type on here, by the way. It says read only on my streaming software. I can't actually type back to you. But yes, sir, we are going back there this weekend. We've notified Stoddard County Sheriff's Office. They know we're going. Bloomfield Police also knows. Stoddard County Historical Society knows. Mark's going to be out there, and then Travis will be out there. Courtney will be out there, I believe, on Friday and or Saturday, and I believe Travis will be out there for sure on Saturday. And yes, you're right, Gaynor. So Caleb, if you would get a hold of me on Facebook, and we'll talk, buddy.
No. So if you
see, that's that train sound we heard earlier.
So if you're hearing this, if you're watching this, we're having technical difficulties. The last time I was here, I had perfect signal and I was able to do a live session. You guys know that.
Voice. Yeah, see, there's voices there that I caught earlier, right here in this little clip. A little bit of whispering. Don't know who that is. I don't know what they're saying.
Tonight, however, not so much.
So many voices.
Let's just see what happens.
Did they mimic the train?
Now, here's a good example right here of, and I love showing this stuff. So 15 that are watching, give you a quick class. This is a good example of a non-orb or a bug. You can see it has wings. See the wings that are spread out, especially right there. You can see wings. And a flight pattern for a bug is kind of defined and a little sporadic. It's not really defined. It's more sporadic. Like you can see this bug flies in, kind of sees Tommy, and it's like, oh crap. Like a little bit of a late reaction. Flies around me, sees Tommy, and then starts to fly up and to the left. So that's a good example of a bug and a flight pattern of a bug. And there's another bug right there that just shoots across. Right there. See that one? So
They might have.
more bugs.
Yeah, kind of sounded like a train horn. Like they were.
Really? That was one of my questions.
What?
Could you say train?
Oh. Interesting.
I haven't gone any further than this, guys.
Interesting.
That is Hey There. All day long, twice on Sunday. That is Hey There. Hey there. No, I need V. Copy. Oh, nope, 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 nope. I don't know what happened. Copy. Come on now. Hey there. Let's see if we can clean this whole thing up. Turn it up. Clean this, just this up. See, that's friendly. Hey there. And what's crazy is we didn't catch it live. Like, how did we not understand what he was saying? Hey there. And see, that's not an evil spirit. That's, you know, hey there. That's saying hi. That's what we want to hear. We want to hear, you know, we want to make contact with the spirits that are there that are friendly, that want to communicate with us, that are not going to tell me to get out like I was told the first time I was there.
You used to like to watch the train go by?
I don't know how many people are watching, but you all know where we are.
Here's the thing. When I was trying to broadcast, it would say starting the stream, right? Like it normally does. I don't know if you guys ever broadcast on Facebook. It would say starting the stream. And then what normally happens is it says number of viewers in the top right-hand corner or top right-hand corner. And it would tell me exactly, let me turn my camera up just a little bit. It would tell me exactly how many viewers are watching, right? So I've got 23, 19, 100, whatever the case may be. And then your comments would start coming through like, hi, hey, you guys usually are really friendly. Like, hi, what's going on? I didn't see any of that stuff. I had no idea. Yes, hey there, it's slowed down there. There's a lot of energy, white noise with EVPs. Yeah, absolutely.
Most people.
now?
Yeah, most people, yeah.
You're live?
Yeah. 25 are watching.
And I finally figure out how many are watching.
I don't know what's going on with the feed.
Where are we? You tell us.
So I'm going to try and stay stationary.
Whoa.
Oh.
I don't know what, wait. I don't know what that was, but that was definitely a voice. So I'll clean up this whole thing right here and see if we can catch anything in that whole section. Let's grab larger sections. How does that sound? Y'all good with that? What? What is he saying? That's definitely a male voice. It's like one syllable.
Oh.
Stationary. Stationary. So station.
Sit. 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 Like good dog. Sit. Like have a seat.
Oh.
Stationary.
I don't know why Logan thought it was stationary.
Stationary. So station.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What's the rest of this right here? What's going on back here? Glad I grabbed the rest of that. Look at that. Look what's in that. There's something else there too.
To the station.
Hearing a spirit voice for the first time sometimes startles me. It's a genuine reaction from me, and sometimes I lose my breath. But I mean, this is the first time that I'm hearing this voice right here. And it's a voice from beyond. They're literally in a different dimension than us. You can't see them, but you can clearly hear them. It was loud. She said something about the train. It was loud, maybe? I'll slow it down. I'll try and clean it up some more. Maybe take out the hiss. I don't know if that'll help. No, it did not help. Denoise it again. It could be sick and it could be sit. Very, 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 very close words for sure. Yeah, sick. Sick or sit. Either one of those would work all day long. I mean, they would be sick if... I don't know, Marla. There is no such thing in my review. There is no such thing as a bad recommendation as to what you're hearing. That's part of our process. I mean, I'll listen to anything you guys have to say. So let's copy that. Copy, paste it, and I'm going to slow it down. Let's see if that helps us discern what they are saying. I'm not saying it's a he or a she. It sounds like a he. Now I'm in the sick camp. That sounds more like sick.
Oh, stationary.
That's that demonic voice. That's Logan.
Stationary.
Because remember, I slowed it down.
To the station. Oh, stationary. To the station.
It was loud. It was loud. Okay. Either or makes sense because there are chairs in the vicinity and this is a place where sick people would have been. So either word makes sense to me. Absolutely. It's one of those sick or sit, depending on how you hear it.
Amy, I can't tell you where we are.
Would you like to talk to one of us?
I'm kidding. We're at Martin Hills. And yes, I got your message, Tanya. We just didn't necessarily want to advertise we're going to be here. We're going to be here over the entire weekend. And you can see, I don't... And Carrie, what do you mean? This is Martin Hills. Heard a voice. There we go. Diving in. Right there. I don't know what to do with voices like that when they're that staticky, other than just try and clean them up the best way I know how and move along. Because I've got so many voices and so much evidence. You don't recognize it?
What would you like to tell us?
What was that?
What would you like to tell us? What would you like to tell us?
Oh, you heard me talk, but what was right after that?
What would you like to tell us? What would you like to tell us?
That's like laughing.
Like to tell us? Like to tell us?
What in the world? If I look perplexed, it's because I am.
What would you like to tell us?
That's a laugh.
What would you like to tell us?
Neat. Someone's
What
laughing.
would you like to tell us?
Yeah, it's a laugh. Nice little maniacal laugh. Thank you for laughing. Probably laughing at me falling. Let's edit that and we'll just do orange for EVPs.
Probably looks a little different than when you were here. Carrie was the patient here. I'm kidding, Carrie. That's right. Oh,
holy cow.
How are you?
Steve. Sounds like Steve. Oh. I don't know what that sounds like to you all, but that sounds like Steve. That's not what I did. There we go. Steve. Hi, Steve. So now we have a Steve. So any evidence that we capture where the patient and or person that worked there, relative, whatever the case may be, if they come forward in this fashion, then HIPAA's out the window. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Missy, I don't know if you're behind or not. You might want to refresh your screen because I think you may be behind. I think we moved on from that one. No. What am I doing? Maybe a little bit behind. I don't know. No, I'm not. I'm not behind. I don't want to tell her she's slow, then she'll take it the wrong way. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Save.
Oh!
Hey, how are you?
See, we thought that was hey, but that was Steve.
Hello
Steve.
from Puxico.
Come close to this box with blue lights.
We are live at Martin Hills. Martin Hills Retirement Home in Martin Hills, Missouri. let me just see what this is really quick, because I hear something, and it'll bug me if I don't take a look at it. You know, I gotta figure out what this is saying. May not be anything. Maybe something important. I hear something. I don't know what it is, but we'll find out. I hear that. You're on, Steve. I'm juggling cats and coffee. You're juggling cats and coffee. Now all I can think of you is like you're actually juggling like the little Keurig packets and like cats, or like, I don't know. You know, there's cats that are going, "Meow," and then you're like juggling. I don't know how you're doing that. You need to be in the circus. There's a. I don't know what that is. That's creepy. Creepy. Let me pull this all back together and keep it. Nope, all the way. I appreciate the 13 that are watching for the hour and a half that I've been on reviewing footage. I've got to do a little bit more of the review process, and then I'm going to take off because I've got to get ready for this weekend's adventure. We are planning, there are several, I'm not going to leave the ambulance out in the middle of the country, especially in Boogie Woods over the weekend, because when we go to set up, we set up our stationary cameras in different spots, and you know, we'll have a generator out there and porta potty and the whole 9 yards. I'm not going to leave one of our most valuable assets out there in the middle of the woods. So we're going to stay, and we're going to be integrated into Boogie Woods and enjoy ourselves. Yeah, I might be breathing at the end. I'm with you on that one. We have such poor signal. I can't even update the feed. I can't even type in there. It wouldn't even let me type. And I think I only have 1 bar. I have 1 bar of signal. I don't even know how I'm live right now. I don't even know what we're doing. Where are we at?
Martin Hill, retirement home, retirement village.
You don't have to be lonely. You don't have to be lonely. Lonely. You have to be lonely. Whoa, you just got a hit. You got an amber. Whoa, you just got a hit. You got an amber hit on your cake. Did you hit the wall? I want to hear what this voice is saying. Whoa, you just got a hit. You got an amber hit. You just got a hit. You got an... I don't know what this is saying. Got a hit. You got an hit. You got an amber. You got a hit. You got an amber. You just got a hit. You got an amber. Got a hit. You got an amber. Got a hit. You got an amber hit. Another one of those voices I cannot discern. You just got an amber hit on that K2. You guys still with us, or is it really pixelated? Oops. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Attention? I'm getting a call from attention. Yeah, I'm not going to answer that. That's definitely a voice. All right, everybody. What's he saying? Me, Adam? I'm trying to concentrate. We had him? We add them? Like add addition and subtraction? Atom. I hear the atom. So you're hearing maybe, and I'm hearing atom. Interesting. That'll be one of those unexplained voices again, more than likely. It's definitely a voice, though. It's a very, very prominent voice. I mean, it's... You can definitely hear it. Of course, there's another voice right after that. Seen a bunch of people leave. Yeah, freezes. Great. That's me. Yeah, I hit some metal. We should have moved stuff like that out of the way. That's a good guess. Feel comfortable in room 14? Oh! You feel comfortable in room 14? Feel comfortable in room 14? Oh! Good grief!
Either that, it sounded like it said Lester or Esther.
I thought it said nasty.
Did you say Lester?
I spoke over it. There's not going to be... I mean, I can try and clean it up. There's another voice right there. Yeah, I should be able to clean that one up. Let me see if I can clean this up. You feel comfortable in room 14? Oh! Comfortable in room 14? Comfortable in room 14? Oh. Comfortable in room 14? Feel comfortable in room 14? Oh! Comfortable in room 14? Oh! There's no way I can understand that. Too far away from it.
Either that.
Right, so we got a Steve and an Adam. You're right.
It sounded like it said Lester or Esther.
I thought it said nasty.
Did you say...
Well, I really feel like we're investigators when we do stuff like this and we dive into the nit and gritty. That sounds like Peekaboo. Or Pikachu. Peekaboo or Pikachu? I was not a Pikachu fan, so or Pokemon, or that was kind of after my generation. I graduate. I'm kind of a blend. The kids that graduated in '95, I consider myself an '80s kid and a '90s kid at the same time. We don't really have a decade that we can call our own. I was a child, more or less, born in '77, so I wasn't like I was 10 in '87. So if you think about it, And yes, I know that makes me sound young or old, depending on how old you are. But, I'm 43 years old, I'll be 44 in June. So with that being said, I don't really relate to either decade. I relate to both of them. But Pokemon and all that stuff came out in like the mid 90s. And I was already like a sophomore, junior in high school. I wasn't going to be messing around with Pokemon that late in life. So with that being said, it sounds like either Peekaboo or Pikachu. That sounds like Pikachu to me. And for those unfamiliar with Pikachu,
What he describes best as cobweb.
hold on, let me pull him up so you guys all know who Pikachu is. They actually made a movie. Like there's a movie based on. This is a dude right here. He's a Pokemon character. I think he's like one of the main Pokemon characters. And that's what I hear. I hear Pikachu. So maybe there's a Pokemon fan. Yeah, Pikachu. That's what I hear. I hear Pikachu. I know that sounds crazy. Like, why would they be saying Pikachu? But you know what? Yeah. Okay, so your daughter was born in 94. How about that? Mine was born in 2004. Pikachu. That's as clear as day to me. I think we may be the only paranormal investigators in the history of time to get a Pokemon reference in an EVP. I think we just made history. I'm going to call John Zaffis, maybe Brian Kano, and say, hey, listen, here we go, right here. This happened. We're now in the record books. Call Guinness. Let them know. Let's have some beers, toast, some wine, whatever your drink is. We'll smoke some cigars. I don't smoke cigars, but let's celebrate because we got Pikachu. Yeah, child like mine. That would make more sense, right? So we get the mentally incapacitated and or mentally challenged folks. They've got Uno cards in there. So it's probably not a bad idea to find something Pikachu related and take it there. And we may be able to, I'll do that. I'll run by the dollar store and see if I can find a Pikachu character and maybe we can get some activity off of it. Who knows? And that's our intent, is to come to this place, relate to a spirit that has been left behind. Maybe they're lost. Maybe they just didn't cross over. They didn't understand how or why they died, or maybe they had a bad experience here and they're stuck. And if that's the case, if we're able to, and I understand that not everybody is a Christian that watches the show, but if as Christians we are able to help them let go of and purge their earthly possessions, I firmly believe it is our duty to do so as Christians and to help them move on so they can move into heaven and purify their spirit. I firmly believe that. I'm not trying to, beat a Bible and tell people that, you got to be a Christian or watch the show or believe in what we believe. That's just how we approach our investigations. You can look at it from a spiritual standpoint or Wicca or whatever standpoint you're from. They need to let go of this earthly plane because they don't need to be here anymore. There's nothing to hold on to. And let go and just trust that someone's going to be waiting for them on the other side and they're going to be taken care of. Yeah, that's crazy, right? And Pikachu. Whoa. What was that? Is that an orb that went right by my camera? Yep, that's not a bug. Right by the camera, right here. That's not, and here's the thing. One thing I was noticing last night is we have all these devices around the spirit box. There's the Mel meter right here, which it measures volts, or it can measure different electrical algorithms. It can detect, it's got a little detection device on it for temperature. It can detect any kind of energy output, volts, amps, and so on and so forth. There is another little device here, another little electronic meter detection device. Each time right before a voice would come through, this device right here would spike, go to 1.4 or 1.5, I think it was milliamps, and bam,
a voice would come through. It's like they exert and they're getting caught exerting energy right when a voice comes through. Bam. It's like it's cause effect. And I wish next time as we get better with this, would be nice if we had like a clippable GoPro and just clip it. I think I have a clippable mount somewhere, and just clip it and have that GoPro looking directly down onto those devices so people can see the relation of the cause and effect of this equipment that we have that's sitting on this little end table as it spikes, and then there's a voice. It'll spike and then there'll be a voice. And this hallway right here is where I first felt a little bit of a, not darker, but just a little bit of a heavier presence. And right here throughout our broadcast, or what we were trying to do last night, you could see your breath. It was 78 and 75 degrees in the building, but yet we could see our breath. I don't think anybody can explain that. Yeah, no, what I will do is I'll bring our REM pod. We do have a REM pod, but we've got a Mel meter here, and the REM pod will detect electromagnetic frequencies as well, and it detects it in a very annoying fashion, but at least it does. And I'll put a Pikachu character and or maybe the Uno cards in the day room, which is around the corner and to the right of this hallway here. Yeah, and then you get an orb. All of that, and then you get an orb. The investigation was amazing, Johnny. Come on over whenever you're ready, and we just need to get the ambulance packed up and ready to go. Oh, that would be amazing. And that's Johnny Kagoob Cub that's on the stream right now. There are lost spirits that need to be shown the light. Absolutely, Gaynor. And to be a part of that, and to even feel like, you know, throughout our adventure, if we're able to bring one soul, one lost soul, if we can just bring one to heaven's gates and into Jesus Christ's arms, then I'll say that we have accomplished what we've already proved life after death. We have already proved that I've got enough paranormal evidence that we can stop investigating now, and we've already proved what we set out to prove.
Did you say Lester?
Johnny, I don't know if you're still watching, but listen to this. Yes, we have a temperature control device, or a temperature on both of these. Both of these detect temperature.
Did you say Lester?
I didn't say it. I'm going to back this all the way up and cut this, and then hit this. AV copy. Let's see if we can clean this little piece up, because this is giving us more insight. It has given us more insight than... There's a whisper right there. Let me try and clean that up. I know there's a whisper. I can hear it through my headphones. I'm going to make you cry. Yeah, it's true. Thank you, Missy. I'm going to go to Walmart. Dude, there's more voices there. I didn't even know there were voices there. It just sounded like static. I just wanted to clean it up and see if I could find something. Look at the audio rhythms. Watch me play. Sure, Missy. Oh my gosh, there's several. There's their spirits are here and they're talking. Watch me play. No. What do you guys think this is saying? That's a last name. Sidnitsky. I can hear this right here. Sidnitsky. Somebody needs to write that. I'm gonna have to write that down.
That's a last name. So they're actually telling us, is this a first name though? Watch me play. Sidnitsky. See, I've got these headphones. I can hear just about every waveform that it's pushing out. I can turn this up if you guys cannot hear all of that. Watch me play Sidnitsky. Holy cow. Avery may be coming tonight. If you do, hold on, you will solve our streaming problem we were having last night. Please do. Holy cow. So Karen has elected, I'm telling you guys the messages I get on my phone. Karen is electing to stay at base camp for the duration of the investigation because she is incredibly allergic to poison ivy, poison oak, and Virginia creeper. So she's going to stay in the ambulance, probably with Tommy, unless Tommy wants to come in and relieve her, or unless she wants to relieve him, or they can just stay in the ambulance together as a couple and go over static footage and keep us apprised of what's going on out there, which is totally fine. Somebody's texting me. Craving a margarita? No, I'm not craving a margarita. Why am I getting these texts? How do you guys know I like margaritas? Yes is coming up on your screen. Huh? What are you talking about? What is this? What's happening right here? Excited? Excited. You're excited. I'm glad you're excited. I think that's excited. Virginia Creeper. Yeah. Never heard of Virginia Creeper? Right here. Five-leaf ivy. Poison ivy. Same thing. It's got a lot of different names. Watch me play. So as you're playing the clip, yes is typed. Where do you see yes typed? Your words show? I am so lost. I like it, Marla. I like that. It's all right. It's all right, Missy. We'll figure it out. I'm tired. I like that, Marla. I'm tired. Okay. I like that one a lot. I like that. I like how you guys are helping me, helping us, go through this evidence, and you guys are willing to do it. It's amazing, actually. It's very humbling that you guys are wanting to go through and listen to this stuff with me. Ah, crap. I didn't mean to do that. So I need to A that, and that will shove everything down, and then I can paste one more time, and then bring that back. I think, nope, it's not all the way back yet. Come on. Save. And, you guys get to see. I have a teleprompter? No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh! You mean like the words are coming up on the screen? I see what you're saying. I don't know when that started, by the way. I don't know if that's Streamlabs doing that, giving you guys like... I don't know that until I go back and watch the stream, that there are words actually on the screen. I don't know when, like I said, I don't know when that started. I don't know if that's a setting on Streamlabs. I don't know if that's something I did on my end. I don't know what's going on. But I can guarantee you this. I don't think the teleprompter for the streaming software is going to know what these voices are saying. Get back. That sounds like get back to me. We shall see what this says. Get back. Get back. Get back. I don't know why I'm getting back. See, they start getting bossy. Later in the night, you're there. Get back. Not to get back. You get back. I'm the one that's living. Don't be bossing me around. You gotta do nothing. Right. I'm driving you nuts. Facebook auto captions. Facebook's auto caption. Yeah, get back. Facebook might have auto captions. So I guess that's a thing, Chantel. Thank you.
Is Lester your name?
Let's do something. Let's just grab this because I'm just curious. Because that just sounded like static, right? I mean, I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything at all, right? It just sounded like shh, 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 shh. But let's just grab it and make a copy of it and dive in and see if we can find some voices. Because I'm just curious. I didn't hear anything. But I want to hear, if I denoise this, if there's something hidden in the code. What is that? Okay. All right. So what sounded like static is actually full-blown conversations. AKA teleprompter. No, Missy, a teleprompter is something that news anchors use so they know what to read on the screen, so they're not lost and they're reading the story and they don't look down a piece of paper like the president during a speech. You're a goober. What? Watch out for people? Watch out for people. What type of people? What type of people? Watch out for people. Whoa. Something people. I'm the people. Listen to that thunk, thunk. Funk, funk. Okay, wait. I'll try. I will. I'm going to clean it up and then I'll slow it down because it's definitely really fast. Okay, thank you, Chantel. The second bit. Wow, that's screaming. That's really like, ha, ha. See, that's what was happening to me the last time I was there. That right there, that, ha, ha. Jeez, mad. Calm down. Yeah, that's what you say to somebody when they're upset, right? Calm down. That really helps. That always helps, right? Good piece of advice for any men that are watching this show. Don't ever say that to a woman. Ever. Especially if she's your wife. Unless you plan on having something thrown at you. Just saying. That's the last thing that anybody wants to hear. When they're not even really that upset. Calm down. Oh, you want me to calm down? Because I'm going to do the exact opposite now. I'm about to pull a tree out of the ground. Yep. It's about to go down. The earrings get taken off. The hat's off. I'm taking my rings off or putting them on. Taking my watch off. I'm like getting limber. Let's go, man. It's go time. Getting some stretching. Make sure you do some stretching exercises before you throw down with somebody. That'll throw them off a little bit as you're stretching. Like, hold on. Wait. Just hold on. I threw my back out last time. I gotta. Oh, got little exercises. Okay. What is this? It's just screaming. Okay, so I'll save this and we'll try and slow it down now that I've cleaned it up. Door knocker earrings? Yeah, ask him if they're done. You done yet? God. Whew, that's the kiss of death right there, Chantel. That's it, man. That's the one. Oh, are you done now? Okay. Because I was watching TV. I didn't know if you were you finished? Damn. Whew. Like you want to die. Just start digging your grave, man. Yep. Don't worry, I've learned. I've learned, ladies. My wife may be 4'9", but she is full-blooded Filipina. And there's a lot of attitude that can come out of that 4'9" frame. Let me tell you. Watch it. I hear watch out for people. That's what I hear. This right here. What is this part? Be careful. Good call, Melissa. Missy. One each. Be careful. Watch out for people. They're having a conversation about us, aren't they? Would you stop talking? Sounds like. Oh, good call. Who said stop talking? Marla, you're amazing. You're hired. Come on, you're part of the team now. You're on it. You're in it. I'll give you my address. You come over here and help me look through your evidence. Where do you live? What's your address? Where are you from? Just kidding. Stop talking. That's it. Good grief. Somebody's mad. Yes, I got you. I hear you. Get down. No, that's stop talking. Because that's 2 syllables. Talking. I get it. I hear it now. I hear it. Yeah. That was a good catch, man. That's right on. Be careful. Watch out. On your feet. On your feet? What is this? Watch your feet? Watch your feet. Didn't we get something similar to that earlier? Well, what are they saying? Watch your feet, like we're going to get bit by snakes? Because that's what everybody's been saying, is like, watch your feet, man, because there's snakes everywhere. I feel like they're being protective now, and that's good. That's what we want to hear. That's exactly what we want to hear. We want to hear those protective spirits come through, because that means to us as paranormal investigators, that means to us specifically that there isn't a domineering dark spirit, at least in that corner of the building, that's preventing them from speaking. If there are good spirits that are allowed to come through and give us a warning to watch your feet, then that's a good thing. But this last one, stop talking, is concerning me. Wash your feet? Would you stop talking? Would you stop talking? Yeah, we've got rattlers. We call them rattlers in the South. But yeah, we got rattlers in the area. Yeah. This is a good capture. I just wanted to see if there was anything in there, and apparently there is, so I'm glad I did that. Snakes? Yes, snakes. Snake Wes. That's what I heard. Would you stop talking? Yep, you got it, Marla. You're in it like you're in it to win it.
Is Lester your name?
Hi, Lester. This is Scott Poole. If that is your name. Ooh, what was that? See, these voices give us a sense of what's going on here. You know, who's here? Who's willing to communicate? Who are we dealing with? I know what it says. I just introduced myself. So guess what they said back? This is pretty neat. Hi, Scott. Iceman? Yeah, it's true. Iceman? Yeah, I don't hear Hi Scott anymore. I hear Iceman. Let me see if I can clean it up some more. Can't guarantee it. Sounds like the same. Oh, come on now. Don't tell me that. That's saved. Ooh. Got Karen Teeters with me.
Hi.
Logan Coo the dude. Interesting. This is actually recorded with my phone now, so this is stuff that you guys haven't even seen. And you notice how the audio has changed? It's now dual channel, which is neat.
Now, really speaking with.
Let me clean that up because that is really loud. Wait, no. I don't want to do the whole thing. Just this clip. Give that just a few minutes. I'll try to get a few clips into a few frames into clip 3, and then I've got to go. I've got some errands to run and firewood to buy and an ambulance to pack and organize and. All right, Miss Gaynor, take care of yourself. Good night from the Americas. Holy moly. Let's see if we can clean this up completely. Denoise. Because there's a lot of noise in the background. Yeah, I know. I'm with you on that. We're going to keep expanding and growing and get better at it.
Now, really speaking.
Whoa, that is way zoomed in. I know that's zoomed in. Something's not right. Oh, yeah. Hello. Holy cow. Let's see here. I don't want to do uniform scaling, so let's just put this here. And then here. Okay, here we go.
You'll be able to switch back and forth. Okay, so. Yeah,
boys.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Karen.
Who are we speaking to? My name is Scott.
My name's Logan.
My name is Tommy. All we want to do is talk. Just let us know some information about yourself.
Come on down the hallway, or down this way. I have a pistol on my side, and so does Logan.
There's a voice. There we go. That's what we want to hear. Right there.
So does Logan. So does Logan. Logan. So does Logan. Logan. So does Logan. Hi there.
No, he said pistol.
Yeah.
I don't see how he got pistol out of that, but here's the thing. I'm not discounting that Tommy heard pistol. I only hear one syllable out of all of that.
So does Logan. So does Logan.
Almost sounds like
Hi there.
A car horn.
He said pistol.
Yeah, but I'm not going to use it against you. It's just for any.
Whoa.
Just for any.
EJ? I hear EJ that time. I keep running into.
For any. For any. For any.
EJ.
For any. For any. For any.
Interesting.
For any.
Protection.
Against any humans that come in here and they mess this property up. We're not here to do that. We just want to talk to you and hear your story.
Reject.
It's just for any.
Protection.
Yeah, I said I don't know why Tommy's hearing more.
Against any humans that come in here and they mess this property up. We're not here to do that. We just want to talk to you and hear your story. I genuinely want to hear your story. How are you treated in this place? If you're mad, if you're pissed off, if you've been silent for too long, you don't have to be. That's right. Come up here and...
What is this right here? Was that always there?
Yell at one of us, that's fine. If that's what you gotta do.
Can you get louder?
It's canceling out the static. That is what's coming through. It's non-static. That's how it's designed to work.
I swear. There's another voice in there. It's fainter. And right there. Believe it or not, we have gotten cussing through the spirit box. We try not to, broadcast that, but we have gotten cussing. It's okay. It's all right. I need to end this stream now. I have got a little less than 2 hours before we leave and depart for Martin Hills. This, this review has been good. It's been enlightening. We've got a few names. We've got more evidence to go over, of course. We will do the best we can to stream from that location this weekend. I will not guarantee that we will be able to stream. If Avery Graham is able to come, he is on the First Responder Network, and that will allow us to stream from that location. That being said, hopefully today I'll have better signal with my phone, and I will be able to stream like I did the first time that I was out there. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. This is Scott Poole with the American Ghost Project, and remember, what you fear, we will find. We will see you later on this evening from the Martin Hills Retirement Home in Martin Hills, Missouri. Thank you for watching.